All right, bros. I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you. I ate a lot of fucking beef stew, and I'm so full, and it really hurts. So you all have to be really kind to me in this stream, or I'm gonna cry. Or no, more likely I'm just gonna like vomit all over you, and no one's gonna be happy with that. But I'm gonna stand up and kind of walk in place for a little bit to kind of just get things moving, get a little digestion going. All right, so here's how it's going. I moved to a different spot because I looked up a lot of shiny Bellsprout hunting last night, and this spot seems to be the good one because there's a lot of spawns, and you can see every single blade of grass here. So I can see every spawn. Nothing pops up too far to the right or in the upper right. Uh, and you don't hit that many encounters either. I tested this for like 45 minutes today to see if it would work and maybe I would get lucky. So I've already done 45 minutes of shiny hunting today with no luck. I babysat the slowpoke again, so we've got more money, or rather we had more money, but I spent it all on, well, not all of it, I spent a lot of it on more Pokeballs. So the point is, we have a lot of Premier Balls, so we are all golden. James is one of my mods, and I like them, they're cool. Also, walking in place is giving me a little distance on my egg, and I have a distinct feeling this 5K is going to hatch something good. But I think this is going to be the stream. I think we're finally going to be able to escape from Viridian Forest. If we find a shiny Bellsprout today, I'll rename the stream Escape from Viridian Forest so people know that we found the shiny Bellsprout today. Huh. I kind of wish I did save the lure, though. The lure... What? Funny dog snorted loudly. Come on. Oh. Come on, funny dog. Here, let me rub your butt. Funny dog, eat your butt. The spawns in the corner there were just from me walking too far to the right. Like I said, I've been here for 45 minutes, and that's the first time I've ever seen one pop up there. If I had a lure, though, it would be nice, though, so we could get more spawns going. So, I don't know. I still feel confident about tonight. We're going to be here for another, like, 3.5 hours, so... let's all just hunker down and have ourselves a good time. I'm going to try not to sound too gross as I exhale in relief from just this damn beef stew. I didn't think I ate that much, but it was a very dense stew. Like, we didn't have a ton of broth, but it's like really loaded up with like potatoes and carrots and stuff. Thought that Pikachu was shiny. Because these damn auras. I need to invest in a way to like be able to stream in handheld mode, because it's really easy to see like the colors way better on my Switch when it's handheld. My TV's a little like the brightness is up a little high, which works for most games. It's just with this one, with this particular shade of shiny, it's a little spooky. I think there's like room for like 2 more bowls of beef stew. So, if you want some, Ace, you gotta come over now. I swear, there's something it needs. Like, there's just a little more until it's perfect. It was very good, but it could have been better. The recipe called for paprika. We didn't have any. I forgot to buy some, but... you know. We're doing our best. Alright, Bellsprout. Today's the day, I know it. Is that? No. Alright, you tricked me. You fucking asswipe. I really thought we had something there. I'm gonna run into you anyway. I don't want you on my screen anymore. You might be huge, but you're just a huge dick. As in a jerk. I have no way of telling how large your penis is. Or even if you had one. Whew. Boy, walking in place is really helping here. I'll probably check this stream chat, but the issue is the way I'm standing does not make that easy. I don't want to accidentally miss it if it pops up. I feel like if any time was a good time to do it, it would be right now. If you hungry, drink water. Yeah, Santa Loon Forest is literally just Viridian down to the spawns. Like, there's a way to do nostalgia without just, like straight up aping your old concepts. That's not nostalgia, the pandering, that's laziness. But, that's kind of how I feel about 6th gen in general. A lot of, wasted potential. It had some really cool ideas, I just wish that it got a 3rd game and really capitalized on it. It feels incomplete, and it is incomplete. 6th gen overall was definitely a stopgap gen, but, you know. Paying $40 for a stopgap is not a cool, Game Freak. Though I got both games for $33 total, so. Thank you, gift cards and Toys R Us sales. Yeah, I don't know what the rules are when it comes to spawns either, but at some point the spawns just completely slow down here, and it only stops popping up like 1 or 2 at a time. So what I do then is I just leave Viridian Forest, and then come back into it, and then all the spawns start popping really heavily again. It's like a lure without using a lure. And that is cool. That is my my strategy that I've tested for like half an hour, and it's provided no results, but it hasn't provided any failures either, so at least I can tell what's going on here better than I could over in the shiny hole. The disappointment line. Are the encounters not the same in Santa Luna? I thought it was like straight up, like down to like a 9 encounter Pidge. Yoto. Hotel. And then you might say, but there are scatterbugs in Santa Luna Forest, to which I say, look at them, little naked scatterbugs. Why did X and Y only add 1 bug type line, and then provide a bug type gym leader? What the hell was up with that? Or why is it that the only 2 fairy badges in the series are both called the fairy badge? Like, am I right, guys? What's up with that? Also, I feel like they could have tried harder with some of the X and Y names. Like Talonflame, Scatterbug. I don't know, man. Those names are not good. Talonflame in particular is just awful, but I'm not a big fan of Scatterbug's name either. What if it was Pokemon Sex and Y? I like Scatterbug's design. It's Spupa that I forget exists a lot. Spupa's starting to fall into that like realm of it's one of the most memorable Pokemon because it's so forgettable to me. Ooh, my egg is hatching. Egg on my leg, what will it be? It was a Solrock. I didn't know this hatched from 5Ks. Is it any good? No, it's almost bare minimum. I'm transferring. Hey, Bede. From Pokemon Sword and Shield. Ah, my Sphylos has been knocked out of the gym. That's good. Get my 50 coins for the day. Which is nice. I've had a Pokemon sitting in a gym for almost a week now. I put it there when Casey was still here. Ugh. Yeah, Pokemon Hex and Guy. As in Hex Maniacs and the guys who, lust for her. I just like that the Hex Maniac got popular because she sold Moo Moo milk, so everyone just immediately was just like, oh, yep, she's feeding you, she has huge boobs and she's feeding you her milk. But it's like, you ever tried human breast milk? Neither have I. Well, I mean, like recently, like not as a baby. I heard human breast milk kind of tastes disgusting. From a friend of mine who's sampled it as of late. He said it was not very good. But then I don't think a lot of like sexual fantasies are based on like how like feasible or fun it would be. It's just like the matter of, wow, this is actually happening, and the allure of that is the whole reason I want this to occur. Uh, my thing with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire is it fixed a lot of the issues I had with Ruby and Sapphire. I just wish there was more. I wish it just straight up wasn't a Ruby and Sapphire remake and kind of did more with Emerald. Because like Heart Gold and Soul Silver were basically just like Crystal remakes. But I don't know, the whole like the Battle Frontier project has started was just like, I don't know, that one was like, I don't like the Battle Frontier. I don't care if it never comes back, but what a weird thing to do. I would pay like 1,000 Poke for an item that got rid of the auras. I just want it to be like the average gas. You spray it, and just totally normal Bellsprouts will walk around forever. Yeah, see, we're starting to get fewer spawns. James, I don't want to hear about the fart fetish community. Boy, I'd love to play the Mystery Dungeon DX demo, but I've got a 31 catch streak going that I can't break. Because I just can't get a damn shiny. Watch, we're going to get a shiny this stream, and it's going to be either a repeat or a Bulbasaur, neither of which I'm even going to go for. Like, if another shiny Weedle pops up, I'm just going to let it go. I'll act upset, but I'm just going to let it go. I don't want it. Don't want a shiny Bulbasaur. Like, Pikachu or Caterpie, I'll let slide, but... God, I just give me my Bellsprout. I have a shiny Beedrill. Look at him. Or her. Look at my shiny Beedrill. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. One of my favorite things about Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire was the fact that they put so much like work into making new characters to market, like Lucia or whatever. What was it, like Wallace's niece? And no one remembers her. Or how they were like, oh yeah, changing your clothes is just a Kalos thing, so there's no fashion in Omega Ruby, and then they brought it back for Alola. But legitimately, my favorite thing was like the secret base training. So everyone would just like make like level 100 Blissey dens, so you could get like level 100 in like 2 minutes. I don't even really think anyone like thinks about Zinnia all that much. Like her theme, yeah, but I don't really recall anyone thinking much about Zinnia. Beyond, wow, that sort of is a pretty jacked thing that like you think there might be alternate dimensions, so we should just not send this giant meteorite anywhere. Also in like Poke Special or whatever the manga's called, she gets stabbed in the gut and then gets her head blown off by Rayquaza. So that's pretty cool. Plus, I think in Pokemon Special that like Keldeo stabs Colress in the gut. All right, the spawns are dying, so we have to restart. I always stand still for just a second to make sure shiny doesn't pop up. There was no character customization in the original, like the original Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah, but it's almost like remake should, I don't know, fucking add more if you're gonna be charging more for them. Yeah, I am very sick of Viridian. I'm hoping there's another place to get Pikachu in this game because I'd like to not hunt in Viridian for it after this. Ah, hey, Spaghetti's joining the shiny hunt.
Tonight, Gammon joins the hunt.
It's okay. We'll get it, and then we can just leave it all behind. We can just leave it all behind. One day, we can leave this godforsaken forest behind. Master Nate, why haven't you fled?
Cause fuck you, Whisper. I hate you. I want a shiny Bellsprout.
Hey, Jason, how you doing? Glad to see you here. That reminds me, I need to get back to recording more Devil Survivor 2. That deadline to getting back to it is February, and I haven't recorded anything. It's difficult to record LPs at this point in life, just with the way things have been going. Very, very busy. I can always go to Sandaloon Forest. Yeah, I don't know, just the idea of making Nate a tiny little gremlin. God damn. Yeah, if you stand in this spot, you don't get in very many encounters. Gets in 3 within like 2 frames. I'm glad to hear college is at least going. College is rough sometimes, but man, it can be fun. Okay. I enjoyed college as a whole. The last 2 semesters were a little just because at that point I was like kind of like, I kind of want to be done. And I was like aware that I was like, maybe I should be on antidepressants, and I just put it off for another 2 years. Probably would have had a better time if I'd got on them earlier, but you know what they say, better Nate than Lever. So one thing I think I'm gonna start doing, uh, while I do these shiny hunting streams is load RuneScape back up and just do like AFK grinding while I'm sitting here staring at the screen. Because I could be making so much money in that game right now. Alright, I looked away from the screen to check the chat. James? Is it they? It's like non-binary day of rights or whatever, right? I saw a hashtag. You're all valid. I love you all. A big kisseroo from me to you, but like spiritually, because there's only one non-binary person I'm going to kiss. For a second, I thought that Pidgey might be, and I'm also not going to break it for a Pidgey because they're not very, shinies are not very interesting to look at. Pidgeotto is a nice one in that family, but Pidgey and Pidgeot, aren't really thrilling to gaze upon. I feel like a lot of Pokemon could have had dope shinies and the algorithm just dicked them over. Or like Suicune's case where it looked really good in Gen 2, or just the 2D game. Same with Regice. It's like they look really good in 2D, and then you go to 3D and you can barely tell the difference now. Man, speaking of the Regis, what about like Regivolt and Regidark or whatever? Is the Mega Pidgeot shiny any good? I don't know. I haven't been paying too much attention to Megas recently. Because anytime I look at a shiny, it's usually for stuff that I found in Go. And Megas and Go feel like they're still like another year or two off. Man, I remember when like there was like rumors, but like they trademarked a bunch of Pokemon again before this came out, and people thought that meant like, oh, Mega Machamp is coming, Mega Hitmontop. I'd be like, oh, cool, I want that. And it turns out they were just renewing trademarks. Imagine if Nintendo just lost the trademark for Hitmontop or Hitmonchan, and then that was the sole Pokemon that someone else snatched up the rights to. So every game going forward had every Pokemon besides Hitmonchan. Yeah, but Gigantamax is a birth defect from a champ. Imagine losing out on Max Knuckle to raise your crit rate. It's so bad. Uh, Gigantamax Gengar is a fool. I wish that one was shiny. That one, fuck him, but that one I wish was shiny. Do you think we'll ever get to see one again? Maybe it is only when I truly give up hope that we'll find one. Look at how cockily they walk, Ellie. Broccoli. Like, it'd be cool to have, like, a prehensile ass cheek. Like, just to be able to, like, grab things and pick it up with your butt cheeks. But not, like, just, like, lowering your butt cheeks on them and then clenching really hard. I mean, your butt cheeks can, like, just lift, curl, and grab something and, like, lift it up. Like, imagine getting, like, killed in a sword fighting duel by someone with a prehensile ass. God of Bellsprout. All right, viewers. Anyone who has a second gen game going, go into Sprout Tower, go to the top, and pray to the Bellsprout statues, and we'll find this. Maybe that's what I should do. You know what? No, I'll just do the thing that we do in raids whenever we need shiny luck. All right, I thought I could throw. Oh wait, I just wanted to throw away a single raspberry. Because sometimes when we need shiny luck or someone like misses out on like a really good one, we throw away a single golden raz. It's like, oh, pouring out for our fallen brother. Alright, we got 2 the first stream, which means we're averaging 1 a stream now, so we need to get 1 tonight, or I will look like a fool on the internet, and I can't have that. My reputation is on the line. People on the internet might not think I'm the poon hound that I am. If I can't get a shiny Bellsprout today. Oh, Rab and James, were you here last night when we determined what type Jesus would be? Do you think if I ask Beatrice, I can get a, or Beatrice, or whatever the fuck they're trying to, like, pass off as an Italian name? You think if I ask the Golden Witch, she'll give me a shiny Bellsprout? A nice golden Bellsprout? Anya, don't say that. Because it's gonna happen. Uh, Jesus is a ground and fairy type. Because first off, Jesus has to be weak to steel and grass. Because of the nails and the cross. Next, ground, because God sent his only son to earth to save humanity from its sin. And then fairy, because, I don't know, that's just kind of what we assumed holy things would be. So yeah, Jesus is ground and fairy. The cross is grass type because it's made out of wood. And wood kind of falls under the grass thing. Oh, this one really wanted me. Why not flying ground? Because then it wouldn't be weak to grass. Or, no, I think the cross is made of wood. You're thinking of the tomb where he moved the rock after 3 days. That was rock. And he completely owned that, so rock has to be not very effective against that. My beloved bitch, Madaquith. Madaquith, wherefore art thou, Madaquith? You're all I crave in this world. All I need is your weird, crinkly neck to shrivel around my pecker and fall into the creases of my mamba. Only then can you begin to vibrate gently and sound me until I splooge, dearest Madaquith. I know you're out there, my dear. Do you think that's what Kinzo sounds like asking for Beatrice? Oh, no, we're naming the shiny Mataquith. That one has long been determined. I thought that Kakuna was just a Bellsprout with a really long head, and I got really scared. Sorry, Stefano. Alright, we are 30 minutes into this already. I did not think we'd already been there that long. But on the bright side, that means we're 30 minutes closer to getting a shiny. Time flies when I'm trying not to die of stomach pain. I don't know, I rethought one of the hunts. Like, I thought I was gonna hunt a shiny Dratini, but I think I'm just not gonna. Because part of it was just I wanted another one for Go, and I'm like, cool, I'll hunt it here. And now it's just like, I don't want a green Dragonite. I don't want to hear that. That's a fetish, I think. Or they, because I went on like one of the 4chan hentai boards once, I think. So it was just like, what could this possibly be? And the first thing I saw was just like it was giving women just like Bellsprout heads and making them look like weird horses. And I'm like, oh. And I stopped going there. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, and I'm definitely not going back to find out. Oh. Oh. Alright, we have to restart. Look, it is going to spank me with its weird long hands. What if your hands grew longer every time you got upset? I'm not looking up Bellsprout Rule 34. I don't want Bellsprout porn. Bellsprout's not attractive. It's got that DSL, but that's not enough. DSL alone does not make an attractive design. No, Mataquith isn't ugly. I would. No, Mataquith is different. Mataquith isn't just a Bellsprout. Mataquith is so much more. But all I want's a big Bellsprout, so I could just go and shout. Like, I don't know. I don't think like plants are sexy. Like you have like those people that are just like, oh yeah, the all Ron or whatever it's called, like the plant girl. It's like if I saw that in real life, it wouldn't look attractive unless it looked like a mammal. But then at that point, you're not attracted to mammals. You're not attracted to plant. You're attracted to a mammal. Are you? He looked like it. Oh, we've already done the first gym. I needed the extra cash, so we already beat Brock. Now I feel like at this point I'm gonna devolve into one of those shiny streamers that are like, ah! When I finally get what I want. God, I was like looking up one, and like someone like got like a shiny. It was something silly. It was like a shiny Geodude, and he was like, ah! And someone's like, dude, these reactions sound fake as hell. And he's like, ha, not fake. And the other guy had like 100 likes on his, and the other guy had like nothing. It was funny. And then it's like, there's like top 10 shiny reaction videos, and it's like, why would I want to look at a bunch of man children just faking reactions over different colored polygons? Like, what is the appeal of that? She'll be strung up by your toenails and fed lentils. Should all have to read Umineko no Nakukuro needs nuts.
Gammon has joined the hunt.
Jesus fucking Christ, Bree, you stole my luck! Yeah, I feel like the whole point of the shiny hunting stream is that everyone should just kind of be doing their own thing and treating this as a podcast, and then looking back at this when I finally snag something. But then I'm also kind of relying on you guys to point out something I may have missed. All I want is a Mataquith. Hey, hey, oh. And now keep in mind, with this Bellsprout chain, I'm gonna keep going on the daily streams until we get one of these. We're gonna have a stream tomorrow no matter what. Like, if I got a Mataquith right now, we'd still go until tomorrow, but if this Bellsprout even takes like 2 weeks, we'll have a stream every night for 2 weeks. I'm getting this thing live. Because I know it's out there, and I want it. Yeah, I'm about done with the Tempest Trials. Like, I'm just not playing anymore. Well, not because I don't like it. It's just that, like, I have so many points now that, like, I know just doing the 2, like, buffed ones every day will get me over my 50,000, so I stopped grinding the Tempest Trials. I am going to start grinding, Forging Bonds, mostly just because I want to get everyone to 400 to get the free summon tickets. I've just been having very bad luck on banners recently. And I'm very low on orbs, and I'm running low on ways to get free orbs. So I'm running out of story content. I think I'm like halfway through book 3 now. It's like, oh no. I've never seen an Ultra Shiny. Why? Because I don't think they exist. Ultra Shinies are the legendary ones you get from wormholes in Sun and Moon.
Nice. Nicer.
Huh? No. You're not shiny, you just have sparkles around you because you have an aura, and for some reason the game developers thought, oh, we'll make even more sparkles. Ooh, Mataquith exists! Ooh! Ooh! Oh yeah, I need to start doing ether raids for Grails. But, you know, I don't. A shiny. Oh, I want shiny Groudon and Go. I want it to go and be green. That's what Groudon's cry sounds like. No, it's like that one screen from the opening of Final Fantasy IX. It's like, how do you prove that Mataquith exists? Maybe Mataquith don't exist. Hahaha, the Tellius units need grails. Dredic, you are a card. And like a limited edition card. Yeah, meanwhile, like, Rat Movie 4 is already the champion, and he's just like, what's taking you so long? I said, sorry, I had to make sure my Bellsprout was pretty. Meanwhile, the Mew cult has already taken over Kanto. If you were shiny, I'd squee. I'd go, but like for real, and not just pretend. I keep doing that on act. Yeah, I'm feeling anxious too, buddy. You want, here, eat a fucking. Give me good luck, you bastard. Here. Eat this. Alright, that was good, right? I'm gonna put my fist in your gross fucking mouth and pull your tongue out, and it better get me a shiny Bellsprout. Huh. Hi. Oh yeah, you didn't even have Pokeballs when you found that shiny Pidgey. Yeah, no, shiny Hippowdon's not in Go. Which I had to make my group, like, I had to, like, before Hippowdon dropped, I had to be like, alright guys, the genders have really big color differences, so no, you didn't find a shiny, you found a female. And then the first day, someone's like, is this? And I'm like, nope. And they're like, oh. No, it's like shiny hunting and Clover, except, you've actually gotten things out of this. I've had the X and Y trainer theme stuck in my head today for some reason, and I have no clue why, because I haven't touched X and Y in, like, legitimately 6 years at this point. That is true, Reb. I don't know. There's our female base is more
Our female.
base is like a lot more populous than our male base in Go. At least around here. I would like to see a really cool shiny. If you found a Bellsprout, I'm gonna kill you IRL. I'm vaguely aware of where you live, and I know I can find you if I try hard enough. I'm gonna lose my channel for that. Algorithm, it was a joke. I'm not actually gonna injure Brad. On purpose. He found a shiny Bellsprout, didn't he? It's okay, you can have a shiny Bellsprout, you just can't have gotten it while I've been hunting for this one. Golly, what was I gonna say? I had something funny to say and then I lost it. No, I call females, we don't call them females, we call them, sperm receptacle. No, that's fucked up. That's not even funny. We call them warm wubsies. Pussy bears. We call them RuneScape player. that it was also sexist. Nothing about this is funny, so I'm gonna stop. Cool. All right. Shiny Bellsprout, where are you? Shinies in general, where are you? And then I also found a video yesterday where someone found 3 shiny Geodudes in Let's Go within 5 minutes of each other. No, I wasn't gonna say wormhole. Just imagine like if you like went knuckle deep and they were like a refrigerator up there. Wouldn't that be weird? Is there a filter on the chat today? There shouldn't be. I think there's a couple words that are blocked out, but they shouldn't be that numerous. Unless YouTube did something and I'm not aware of it. Look at all these Bellsprouts that aren't shiny. But there's just so many Bellsprouts. Well, what if you find a female that's not accepting of sperm? Like the concept of sperm they reject. Like they see sperm and they're like, nope. It's kind of like how Battler rejected Beatrice. Like instead of like an Umineko, the whole point of the witch's game would have to be ensuring that Battler accepted that sperm existed. I've worried about it popping up directly behind the tree, but nothing generally stays behind there long enough that I wouldn't notice it. I think this is the safest spot. We almost lost a shiny Metapod because it popped up in a tree in a different area, but I think this is going to be our best bet. Why did I start paying attention again for that line? Yeah, it's a good question. Why look at all these Metapods. Do you think the person who made Bellsprout, like, told their kids later, it's like, yeah, I made, like when Pokemania really took off, like they came home, they told their kids, yeah, I made Bellsprout. Because I think Victory Bell was the last Pokemon put into the data of Gen 1, besides like Mew. But it's like its index number is 190, and it's the last one in there. So Victory Bell feels like it almost wasn't going to happen. Like, I don't know, it feels like Battler just, like, he jokes about it, but he could never actually do it. It's kind of like Johnny Bravo. If Johnny Bravo ever got into a position where he had sex, he would have no clue what to do. And he'd, like, call his friend and be like, what do I do? I'm gonna place a bet yet? I don't know. Alright, if we get it in the next 5 minutes, I'll take a video of my feet and, I don't know, like, roll a potato over it or something. Like, not squish mashed potatoes between my toes, but just, like, take a potato, rub it on my foot, and upload it. So if one pops up by 7:55. Trev doesn't have a channel, I don't think. Excuse me, did I just see a shiny Caterpie? No, that's a Bellsprout's head. I got nervous. I got real nervous for a minute. Okay, I don't know. Let's put the real bet. I have the hentai dub audio ready to go. If I get this in the next half hour, yeah, screw it. If I get this in the next 40 minutes, I'll post the hentai dub audio. I'm not gonna edit the video to it together because it would take way too goddamn long. But you can just have the no context audio for it, warts and all. Because I lost a bet once where I was like, cool, if I find an Entei within this last Max Repel, I'll dub a hentai. And I did it, and then I realized that so many people had already done that one that I just never uploaded it. But I still have the audio. So I'll just upload it without having to do the huge censor job I was going to have to do for context. So by 8:30. I'm too afraid to bet on Xenoblade 2. That one feels like it's too real. Because the last two times I've bet on Xenoblade 2, hell, we almost got it once. Like, I was in the middle of making the bet when I got the drop we needed. Like, I was right about to say, if I get this in the next 5 minutes, I'll stream Xenoblade 2. And right as I'm saying, if we get, I got the drop I wanted. So I need to be careful with Blade 2, because, I don't know, I feel like third time's going to be the charm, the third bet I make. And I don't want to blow it on just a Bellsprout. It is the Australia one. It is the Australia one. Or as the official title is, Me Stepmom's Too Fucking Hot, Mate. Because I think that one's just hilarious. Now they say Gobby. He's like, oh, how about I give you a Gobby, innit? Something like that. There was like one line from it that like me and when Anthony and Trev we were all still in contact. We'd say one line from it a lot, where it was like it's like I got carried away and spoofed right in your gash, and that line's just hilarious to me. Have I played Xenoblade 1? Yes, I have. It's probably my favorite RPG of that generation. I love Blade 1. I'd love to do some content on a definitive edition. I wouldn't hate doing a few streams of that. I don't know if I would necessarily finish it because it's kind of a long game, but James, why don't you ever go on our Dragons fucking cars? Or Cars fucking Dragons. Or fucking Dragon Cars. One of these days. Hopefully it's this one, though. Any shinies yet? Nope. Well, we've got two shinies in general, but none that I wanted. Not the ones I was hunting. And none this stream. Oh, what, you didn't know, James? About the subreddits? The twin subreddits? I don't know. One of my favorite like twin subreddit things is that the marijuana subreddit is called R Trees, and the subreddit for like figuring out like various different types of trees and whatnot is called R Marijuana Enthusiasts. I don't know. Every time me and Casey see like a dragon design, like we think like would James like this? We made James a big purple dragon at Disney Worlds, and we forgot to take a picture of it. But no, we were thinking about you, James. Just keep that in mind. Where are you, shiny Bellsprout? She is. We just can't give up. Never give up. No, James has discerning taste. I trust James's taste in things. Like if James said that something wasn't Kino, I would say, well, my good pal James said that it's not Kino and I trust them, so I know I wouldn't make a cum jar. First off, do you know how inconvenient it would be to get that much cum? People don't make enough to like feasibly fill up a jar. Like the logistics of actually getting a satisfactory cum jar going is insane. Because that's assuming that you can produce a lot. Because if you just like leave that in a jar, it's gonna start smelling weird whenever you open it. So, and then beyond that, it's like, where do you store that? Huh? No. Like, where do you store it that people don't see it? And then just why are you going to waste a toy by submerging it in your your ancient jizz? Because like jizz is only cool like when it's like really opaque when it's fresh. But it loses that immediately, pretty much. So like a cum jar just isn't fun. So no, I deny the concept of cum jars, and I would not be putting a Bellsprout in one. The only time I've ever done piss bottles is when I was in college, and the way my apartment worked is that there were four of us to an apartment, and it was pretty much like two people shared each bathroom. It was a two-bathroom, four-bedroom apartment. And on Saturday nights, I would get really depressed mood. Am I right, guys? I'd like get super into like RuneScape or other gaming binges, and my roommate that I shared the bathroom with would invite like a shitload of people over, and I wasn't up for ever really going out of my room to interact with them. Like my social anxiety was getting that bad, so I would just have a bunch of liter bottles and piss in them. And then once all of his friends left, I would empty all the jars out and then throw them away, or the liter bottles out and then throw them away immediately. Hey Russ, how you doing? Ah, all right. It's time to check fan mail. Where Casey just sent a text that said, "I caught a Gigantamax alchemy. I don't have to listen to you." That's valid. I want to open up Go real quick and see what I can find. Oh, my stamina is restored in Heroes. There's the baby boy. Is this one a boy? I'm gonna feel like a jerk. I said, there's the baby boy. Is this a boy? I can't tell until I catch it. I do not care enough. No luck so far. But every shiny Pokemon in Go, since just open it up, is shiny eligible, so better find out. The Nidoran wasn't, the Cyndaquil wasn't, but what about the Zubat? And the Zubat wasn't. It was a girl. If it was a girl, I can see it in the corner. Oh. Oh, because you know what I think the issue is, yeah, wait. Yeah, that's the thing. The top right, the very corners of the screen are going off the edge of my TV, so I can't see them. For some reason, the aspect ratio for my Switch is a little off, and I need to fix that. But I don't know how to, so I'm not going to bother. Alright, I've got to pee really bad. I'm going to be right back. Okay. Oh, James. That's mean. You are a penis. Oh, peace out, Ace. Sleep tight, you wonderful person, you. No, I know nothing happened. The game was paused. For a second, I thought James was just talking about, like, they got a shiny on their game. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then he's like, oh, it's got to despawn. I'm like, that's not my problem. It's your game. Wait, I have to restart this. Look at these two, just with their auras. You think if I go into the fun hole that, I can get a shiny? Like, we've established that we've gotten 2 shinies right here. But no, I can't chance it. Yeah, give me some cookies. I deserve them. Madaquith would never say such crude things. She'd be like, "Oh, my dear, wouldn't you dare like to plunge my depths and get my cervix all gummy with your love mud?" That's what Madaquith would say. Comic, no, that's valid. But I also think you're a coward. An over-the-top superhero? What, sort of like this? Why, I do declare! We could get us a shiny Madagwith tonight, and it would be glorious. Truly, non-shiny Bellsprouts are villains! Hmm. Oh god. All I want is a shiny. This is all I've ever wanted in my whole life. Like, this Pikachu is lame. What did I kill recently? I think I was gonna kill my, like, sacrifice my Nagi to give someone distant counter. And I ended up, I wanted to give Edelgard distant counter, but I didn't. I don't know why. I still might. Hmm. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna get the spawn. Everything's gonna be alright, viewers. We're all gonna be okay. Every one of you is so beautiful tonight. That means we are going to get a shiny Bellsprout. We're going to love it and cherish it forever. We're going to teach it Razor Leaf. And maybe Poison Jab if it can learn it. Maybe some Leech Seed. Toxic. Yeah, we're gonna have a nice Bellsprout ASMR. It's gonna be like bondage. All right, so here we go. Oh, I've been stabbed in the chest by a bee. Oh, my organs. My organs are falling out. All of my organs have been displaced by the bee. The BDSM. Oh my god, that was funny. All right, so now back to our Bellsprout BDSM fan fiction before the Beedrill interrupted us. All right, here we go. Bellsprout. This little, tall Bellsprout went into Violet City with the intention of grabbing a person, restraining him in its long, tentacled feet, pinning him to the ground, removing his boxers, removing his briefs, grabbing a fistful of his pubic hair and yanking it like it was pulling the reins on a horse, taking 2 long fistfuls of hair, going, yeah, and making the person gallop like the funny little love horse they are. Truly that is what means the most to Bellsprout. Once Bellsprout had shot its love goo 50 feet into the air, killing 5 civilians and an airplane, it became Sprout Tower, waiting until the day that it would spooge once again. Did you, is it the subject matter that's making you uncomfy, or is it the fact that it's ASMR in general? A little bit of both. Parents came and you were doing that. What should I tell them? Uh, not to be cowards. What? That's how Sprout Tower came to be. I keep hitting. Funny dog, shut up. All you do is bitch. All I ever do is pet you and give you treats, and you're just like, oh, funny dog is pouting. Funny dog is upset. Funny dog doesn't like what I do for it. And nothing I do is ever good enough for funny dog. I fucking hate this dumb mammal. Russ, you lied to me? That means I'm gonna have to give you some more ASMR. All right, this is a Russ MR, ASMR Russ. All right, so you ready? Here we go. This is ASMR is told from the perspective of Russ. I don't know 6. All right, so what should we do next? I can't wait for the reactions to that one. That one's probably some of my best work. Uh, Ovipositing.
Oh God, you can't take any more eggs. You're so full of eggs. You're going to eat this diner out of business. Your cholesterol levels are going to be so high if you keep eating all those scrambled eggs. No, put the bolognese sauce down. You don't need any more eggs. Please, eat some of your side salad. No, 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 you're going for the hard-boiled eggs once again. Don't put them on your salad. Just enjoy your salad without Caesar and hard-boiled egg slices. You fucking child. Why did I marry you? Every day I think about it and cry just a little bit more. If it wasn't for NJ, we would have divorced 4 years ago. Every day I get a little bit older and a little more willing to wake up. All because of you and your crippling addiction to eggs. I hate you, but I love you. I could never live without you. I could live without your crippling addiction to eggs, however. Stop feeding me eggs. I'm not hungry anymore.
It's, this is just me at an IHOP. All right, I'll stop. I'll stop. That's enough ASMR. I'm very proud of that. I should have just done that for like that voice. They're like, "Hello, everybody. This is my ASMR." Like that's not even really ASMR. That's just me putting on a really sultry voice. That doesn't make anyone uncomfortable. I've ruined it. I've ruined a series because of my own laziness. Like I don't know. I'd stop if there were just some friggin' shinies out there. You can buy my silence for one shiny Bellsprout. Like look at all these Bellsprouts and none of them are shiny. I shouldn't have used that lure. The gall of these Bellsprouts. well, now the shiny rate's not really that. Like, it's, well, I don't know. Even with this, it's still a 1 in 341 chance, so it probably is lower than a 5-star in FGO. But I don't play gachas outside of Heroes, so I wouldn't know. Whoa, a regular Bellsprout. So, comic, how is episode 7? It was very hard to get through. I was very uncomfortable, like, that entire time. Like, it was just a lot of just miserable events happening to characters that I just wanted, like, I was constantly wanting it to end just so the torture for these characters could stop. It's very well written, but very hard to get through. What series? Oh, Umineko. What James has been reading. Peace out, Reb. Oh, Cammy's back. Sorry. I solemnly swear there will be no more ASMR in this session. And I'll give plenty of advanced warning if ASMR does pop up in the future. Well, then part of me wonders if, like, just since I haven't had any shinies pop up in so many hours, it's like 1 in 341 is still not a particularly high chance, but I feel like after so many hours, at least one would pop up, even if it's not the one I wanted. But I guess this is my first real attempt shiny hunting, so who's to say? We did 9 hours of Slugma with nothing to show for it. How are those stat level ups in Fire Emblem? Uh, the last Fire Emblem I think I played was 6, and my level ups were starting to get really bad to the point where I don't know how much further I'm going to be able to get in it. I think I like got halfway through and then just stopped playing in general. I need to get back to it, but I'd probably restart at this point because I forgot a lot that happened. I also no, I started Shadow Dragon after that, and then I think I got dry level ups on Drog and Marth like 3 times between the two of them in the first like few chapters, so I also just stopped playing. Plus, it has the European translation, so it spells Sheeta like Sheeda, so I also dropped it there because I wanted an actually good translation. Now, I give you a lot of flack. I don't finish necessarily a ton of games. If I pirate a game, I'm a lot less likely to finish it. Ah, yes, Julius Sheeta. Whoa, a Bulbasaur that's totally natural. Au natural. What? What? What is that face? Apple Sheeta. I'm gonna keep saying Sheeta. Smug dog. Smug Eevee reaction image. I don't know, if Eevee had boobs out to here, I'd probably play with it more. Don't take that too seriously, viewers. Gigantamax Eevee is just someone's fetish. Like, oh, look at that. It's really big. It loves to, like, crush you under its body weight and inflicts a tract on you. Yeah, Kata from Fire Emblem, Monso no Natso or whatever. Kaida. But that's Coyote's lie, isn't it? Cicada. Yeah, if Sheeta gets sick, she becomes sick Kata. Maybe shinies don't actually exist. It's tiny. Maybe with Danganronpa, let's play a stream? Nope. I like Danganronpa, but LPs and streams of that only really works blind, and I'm very much not blind on any of the Danganronpas. Except V3, because I sold it after the first trial was such god-awful gutter trash, so I don't know what happens after that, except the ending apparently pissed people off. Yeah, I'd say overworld encounters are better, because I don't have to keep clicking them. I don't know. Sorry, big yawn. I didn't like anything about V3, and I just ended up selling it because I didn't care about any of the characters. The mono cubs were super annoying, and I thought the writing was kind of bad, so I just dropped it and sold it immediately. Jiminy Christmas, Bray! Phoenix Wright? I've never experienced Phoenix Wright, but I probably still wouldn't stream it or LP it blind because I'm interested in the plots. And I don't like to blind do stuff that I'm interested in the plot of. Yeah, seriously, Bree, you're eating all my luck. This is why I can't get a shiny. You're supposed to be my good luck charm, and you're just a good luck siphon. Yep, we're gonna move on over to the shiny hole. Because maybe we'll have better luck with a place that we had gotten shinies before. I'm better at picking things out now, so I should be good. Look at my Aura XD. And then reestablish. Alright, it's time to sing the shiny song. This will attract the shiny Mataquith. Okay. Mataquith should be dropping in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. Oh, hey, look, you're finally happy for once. Look at that. 2 Caterpils, a Bellsprout, a Bellsprout. But I feel like we're getting the suffering out of the way. I feel like the next shiny is going to be much easier to get. Like we'll probably get that one like in the first 5 minutes. I'm willing to bet. So we're just getting our suffering out of the way now, because we still have to do that one before we can buy lures. So we gots to pray. I like that these are all Bellsprout, but none of them are gleaming in the way that I'd like them to. Alright, all I'm seeing is that I have to talk to Oziok. Which I should have done before the stream started. Pikachu's tail moving Caterpie was shiny. Oh, look at that, Mataquith. Someone will draw your portrait if you gleam for me. Shine, my dear Mataquith. Shine, my golden witch. Shine for me. That's not ASMR, I was just whispering it. Yes, what brought about the name change to Dr. Bones, huh? You're just feeling it? Just feeling the bone doctor? Doctor, doctor, give me the bones. I got a bad case of iPhones. I'm hungry, I crave pizza. Oh, we have 1 minute for that hentai dub to go up. Alright, Mataquith, are you gonna pop up by 8:30? Alright, Mataquith, look at all these bets for 5 minutes. You're gonna pop up, right? In the next 5 minutes, we'll get Mataquith, or I'll squeak. Oh, gotcha. It's tiny. Alright, 8:30 passed, so that bet died. Look at these two just partying. Oh, there's a third. And a Pidge. We were so innocent going into this. Like the first day, it was just like, oh, look at that. We've got 2 shinies in one day. This series is gonna be great. And then 2 sessions later, we're just sitting here like we're all grizzled war veterans. We don't know what's coming. All sanity is now beyond me.
Delusion. Do 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 do.
Watch this. Boom. That's not shiny. That's not shiny. This one's not going to be shiny, but that one is. One's going to pop up in the upper right left quadrant, and it's going to be shiny. Watch. Damn it. I think I might have jinxed it. I'm going to run into you anyway. I just want you out of here. I want you to be gone. Hey, turn that thumbs down upside down, buddy. I'm funny. Like the video. And give me a hug. All of you. I don't want to say just give me a shiny, I don't care what it is, because I am going to be really upset if like a Caterpie something pops up. I would just like this hunt to be over. I want to escape from Viridian Forest so we can get locked in a cave. Thunder Cross split attack. Is Domino's any good? It's alright. As far as chains go, it's probably my favorite chain pizza. Besides like Lido's. The issue is that we don't have a ton of selection down here, so Domino's is kind of really... I get it so much if I want pizza that it's just kind of what I've grown to enjoy. But it's at least better than the Pizza Hut and Papa John's around here, so take that, which as you will. I was gonna say it also depends on the area as well, but that could go for anything. Like the Domino's here is good, but the Domino's up at Towson sucks and never order from it. You should be happier if you never do. Boy, 2 Beedrills! Can't get a shiny, but no, 2 Beedrills can pop up. Half expecting one of those Beedrills to be shiny. I'll just start shiny hunting Beedrills exclusively. Yeah, this shiny's just gonna have to be the hard one, huh? This is gonna be the one that separates the wheat from the chaff, you know, the boys from the men. But we have to get it eventually. Right? No. A damn sunbeam. This looks odd. But it's not. It's totally regular. It's your average, everyday Bellsprout. Something about like the fog over there makes things look a little like off. Caterpie. 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 Caterpenis. Wow. Huh. Where could it be? Oh, fuck. Pidgey. Peach. Piggy. Yeah, isn't it like 1,000,000,000 in Australia? Or what would it be? It's 8:36 here, so it's like 9:30 a.m. or something over there. IIRC. It's 12 p.m. I was entirely wrong. Well, no. Just a little further ahead than I thought. I guess it's true what they say. Any good Mataquith is worth waiting for. Boom. Yeah, I think you should probably move farther away from the fires. My personal opinion on dealing with fire. I'm just gonna catch this thing. I need something to break up the monotony. Maybe refreshing the catch chain a little bit ought to make it happen. Oh look, BDSM is stronger now. Oh yeah, time to teach Rage. Don't need Harden. It said break up the monotony. Alright, the catch chain is now Rule 34. Hear that, Mataquith? Rule 34. Rule 34 is that you have to appear before me shiny. Them's the rules. Yeah, we changed its Hip 2's name to BDSM because it was part of an ASMR. Where's the puppy? Mataquith Rule 34 would just be regular Bellsprout porn, but with like you know, like me in the background. Like all the captions for the Bellsprout porn would be like very poorly translated. It would feel like Petra was the one writing them. Alright, Shiny Hole, give me something. No, Mother Jirachi. No. Hey, Sig. And I'm gonna head out and refresh these spawns. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Yeah, we've got a lot of hunting in here. At least we've got 2 things to show for it, just not the ones I wanted. But it's something. There's Pocket Champ. That's my most heated gamer moment. I don't know. I used to rage a lot at games. Is that... No. I thought it was shiny. I was like, not the Bulbasaur, not the Bulba, not Sebulbasaur. I'm for some coffee right now. Just finished the demo for the Mystery Dungeon remake. I wish I could play it. That sure would be nice. I'm very excited for it. Like, I'm glad I didn't pre-order Final Fantasy VII R, because I would have to cancel the pre-order right now to be able to get Mystery Dungeon DX. Like, sorry, FF7, I know at least you'll be $20 in a few months after launch. There's one thing I can count on with games, that they don't hold their value anymore unless they're on the Switch. Yeah, I feel like we're like way over odds at this point. We're naming the... what do you think of naming the Eevee? Eevee's already been named. See, it's Funny Dog. It's a remake of Blue Rescue Team. I am over odds. Yay. Not yay. But now I don't feel like I'm just complaining. Now I feel like the game owes me something. It's gotta happen eventually, right? Or maybe that optimism is what's costing me. Like, if I got, like, really, like, sullen about it, maybe then the game would give it to me. Hello, Tate! The game needs a poop sacrifice. Okay. We'll sacrifice some poop. Sorry, you poopy bastards. You're going to the professor. Consider that a fecal transplant. Now that we've sacrificed Bellsprouts to Madaquith, will she pop up now that she's like officially the survivor? She's the best one. As Cherry Bomb looking? Cherry Bomb got renamed. Uh, he's now Battler. So we got Battler, we've got uh, BDSM. Yeah, I was thinking about the South Park episode with the fecal transplants. I watched that with Casey and we laughed. That's shiny. It is. Yes. No. Hmm. Oh, Mom. You're fine. Mother had to fetch the Tide that was in my room. Because I left the Tide in my room because I was sipping on that laundry sauce to get fizz-ucked the other night. I'm telling you, maybe it was the alcohol that brought about the other two shinies. You notice how right when we started, the trick is to just have to get blasted. I'm gonna crack open the fireball and take a swig of it. Oh my god, there's so many. And yet there's basically none. If you're not shiny, you're null. So how are there so many things here that are all just null? I keep accidentally doing this. It's like if I shake the Wiimote, or the Joy-Con rather. It happens. Hmm. I was tipsy. I'm Dr. Bones. I'm not even looking at my computer. I'm looking at the TV. I have to like crane my head back to the chat every time. So every time I get in a battle, I quickly read the chat while I have the opportunity. Because there's got to be a key to finding the shiny. Because I was onto something and now I'm not. No, but I'm not going to drink tonight. I've got too much food in me. I'd have to drink a lot to get tipsy, and I don't want to do that. If I watch Chocobo, OSR's content creator. Nope. I started watching Devious recently, though. A lot of OSR's content creators, I think, are obnoxious. Like, if I have to listen to Framed, I want to not alive. Frame's voice is like nails on a chalkboard. Like, nothing against him personally, maybe, but can't stand listening to the guy. I thought that Kakuna was a shiny Bellsprout. Eevee in the corner. Oh, funny dog is a present for me. Oh, thanks. What do I do with that? Well, you got a reward for that. Scratch your head. Scratch your ears. Oh, you don't like that? What? No, I'm trying to high five me, you dumb beast. I'd love it if Shiny Dog got me a funny Bellsprout. God damn it. We don't have a shiny dog. Yeah, what's his name? Chocobo? I guess I'll check him out. Now, what is this Chalky Rocky? Chalky Stone. Is that... Is it just something that he picked up and now I have to deal with forever? Shiny dog. Funny Bellsprout eat a dog. Wow! This Bellsprout just came up and slapped my ass. Tate, I swear to Jesus, I will punch you in the leg. And you will go, ach, that I am Tate, and my leg has been slapped. And that's what Tate sounds like, y'all, like docs their voice. Jay has sent me a picture of a picture. That is rather nice spread art. What if I opened up Heroes and pulled on a random banner? I'm gonna blow 5 orbs on a YOLO summon and see if my luck is maybe going there. It's just luck. It's just luck. A minimal. Ah, of course. But it's in the lower left quadrant, and that's my, Yay, Viridian Knight, stall. Yay. I guess it was a YOLO summon. Alright. Buenos Dias. No, I'm not Buenos Dias in Mandy Tate. Partially because I don't want my fingers to get run over. Why did someone make the Buenos Dias Mandy comic? Alright, peace out, Cammy. Hope you had fun. May your luck be better than mine. Boom! This one has gotta be a shiny Magikarp. Damn, it is not. If we ever find a shiny Magikarp, though, we're not evolving it. Red Gyarados does nothing for me anymore, but Gold Magikarp does everything for me. Dr. Bones, go eat! Have a chicken. Leg. I could really go for some, like, good fried chicken right now. But I'm already, well, I'm not over on calories, but I would be if I got chicken. I found this place, it's called, like, Foster's Grill, and it's got really good, chicken wings. Very good Old Bay chicken wings, but, I've been getting the traditional. They're very good, but they're very moist. And sometimes, like, it just feels weird, like, having chicken being that moist. It feels like it's raw. So, like, it's so good that it's uncomfortable. So then I just go for the boneless wings because at least I know those feel at least cooked. Like, I don't like my poultry super moist because I just get weirded out. So what I'm saying, viewers, is you should all buy me Foster's Grill gift cards so I can go eat and not have to spend my own money. Except don't actually do that because I feel like that's extortion and I'll go to jail. Yeah, like God, like I looked up the other day, like uh, one of my pals at Colin, was Casey's pal, really. I'd say we're just acquaintances. He was like, "Yeah, people sell shinies on eBay." I'm like, "What?" So I looked it up, and like someone was selling a full competitive Ultra Sun and Moon team. Like you could buy the whole team, like fully EV trained and everything for like $6, and I'm like, someone is going in here with PK Hex and selling it for $7 or $6. Like people actually like on eBay will like sell that stuff. Except eBay doesn't always let that slide because I tried to sell a humble bundle code once, and my listing got taken down because like you apparently selling digital stuff on eBay doesn't fly sometimes. I wonder if all those humble bundle codes still work. I bought a lot of like bundle. Why am I thinking codes? Humble bundle codes still work. Like I bought a bunch of them because I just wanted like one game from it for $2, and I sold all this other stuff. Because like if that did work, then I've got like a copy of like Shantae and the Pirate's Curse for the 3DS I could give out. So that'd be cool. I wish these Bellsprouts would just be fucking shiny already. I don't know. The Shantae games are on I think like pretty much every system. Like you can get it on Steam. All I know is the I'd played the first one. I bought it for like on the 3DS eShop and I didn't like it. I thought it was I saw what they were going for, but it felt very it felt a little clunky, I guess. It's like the levels were a little too long and your range is really bad. So it might have just been like starting out pains, but I didn't get too into it. And then Pirate's Curse I bought on sale, I think. It was like really cheap. I think it was like $5. And I got stuck really early on, and I just ended up going back to playing like Monster Hunter, I think. I think Pirate's Curse might even be on Switch. I'd go into the eShop to check it now, but then you'd all see my Nintendo password, and that can't fly. Hmm. Monster Hunter is fantastic. I very, very much love Monster Hunter. Well, certain ones. Like, I don't care much for first gen Monster Hunter. And second gen is like, I see what it's going for. I like to watch people play second gen, but I don't really like playing it myself. The third gen is like feasibly the earliest Monster Hunter I could return to and like have fun with it. Like sit down and drop like a couple months into it. Alright, if it pops up in the next 5 minutes, I'll buy a fleshlight and review it on the channel. It's gotta be a shiny Bellsprout, though. I don't know, because now I just need bets. Because clearly the game is not wanting to just give it to me naturally. We're gonna be streaming Worlds soon. It's just I've been waiting for my bank to get back to me on my damn credit card. Like, just getting it so I can just get that going. Because once I can get the PC going, we can start doing the World streams, like leading up to Iceborne and all that. And it'll be pretty blind for me because I dropped World really early, like the first Zora Magdaros fight where like fucking Nergigante pops up on its back. Like right after that is when I dropped Worlds. Will there be a guest tomorrow? I'll try to get Kish. It's starting to get a little I'm getting a little sick of Viridian Forest solo. So I definitely like a pal here to help. I don't think Casey can do it because they have schoolwork. Yeah, I didn't care much for Worlds. Like I'd said, like it on the PS4 for some reason it was giving me motion sickness. Bye, Beedrill. Beedrill. What is this? A Metapod. I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at the angle it was at. I was like, is this some kind of green shiny that I'm too poor to understand? Is it a Larvitar? Is Larvitar in the Viridian Forest? Motion thickness. Beedrill, Beedrill, Beedrill. Beedrill has ascendes. Yeah, no luck in Go either. This is unfortunate, but predictable. Got 546 coins, though. Hup. You tried. That's what's important. Hey, Foy. Welcome back. It's not like you missed much. Well, Larvitar pops up pretty... What did it say? I'll have to look at the stream, Antsy. At this point, this is a tiny podcast. It's true. Here, what do you do in podcasts? You, like, review, like, beer, don't you? Maybe I should get a Blue Moon. I need wings if I'm gonna get a Blue Moon, though. It's Friday, right? I can have a cheat day. But then I have to drive and go get wings. I should have thought about that beforehand. Maybe I'll have a cheat day tomorrow. But I also don't want to just be eating boneless wings right into the mic. Like, you're just sitting here trying to, like, watch me get a, shiny Bellsprout, and all you hear is as I'm crunching into some boneless wings. They're not that stale. I'll tell you what, Lido's has weirdly good boneless wings. Like, they definitely feel mass-produced like chicken nuggets, but just anything's good with Old Bay on it. Oh, sorry, jeez, I didn't think about how loud that would be. 906. Quick, tell us a story about something funny that, but probably didn't happen. All right, one time, I was a young man of 18. It was 2002, and I went to the mall. My friends were like, "Bro, we're gonna do it." I'm like, "What?" They wouldn't tell me what it was, so we went to the mall and we went to the Funko Land, and they're like, "All right, dude, here's what we're gonna do. Uh, we're going to steal a Dreamcast." I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this Dreamcast. I need you to talk to the cashier about like the hot new releases on the Nintendo 64. And we are going to grab this Dreamcast and we are all going to run it once and we're all going to hold one corner of it." I'm like, this seems like a fantastic way to get yourself caught, my friends. They're like, "Nah, don't worry. We won't get caught." So I'm going to the cashier and I'm like, "Hey, man, what are the hot recommendations on the PlayStation 1? And the cashier looked at me and said, "Don't you mean the N64? And at that point, I knew that my friends had been caught. So very quickly, I yelled, "Scatter." And all of my friends just grabbed their own Dreamcast and immediately burst out the door. And the cops came in as well, but ignored my friends and went to me. And they were like, "Yeah, so it turns out those were decoy Dreamcasts, but you were willing to participate in a crime. Like, you were willing to help these people out." And the cop pulled out their Magnum and shot me 8 times in the forehead, and I died that day. And that was, that's the story that definitely happened as an 18-year-old man in 2000. Are you content, Tate? Are you good? Now it's a podcast. You remember how like ubiquitous malls seem to be like as like late as like a decade ago? Damn, just for distracting a clerk. Well, yeah, but if the clerk wasn't like on top of these things, they would have gotten away with a Dreamcast. And I don't know. I guess that was worth 8 bullets to the skull. Like, it just seemed like a decade ago, like 2010. Like, the mall wasn't doing like amazing at that point, but it still seemed like it was the place to hang out for everyone in my high school. And then like 2 years later, it's like, oh, why is everything in the mall closing down? Like, I went in like last year and it was like there's nothing there anymore. I'm like, oh, this place is about to go under, isn't it? But they just got a bubble tea shop, so they can't go under. Yeah, the cops just vajazzled me right there in the Funko Land for trying to steal a Dreamcast. Now, viewers, a question for you. Do you know anyone who owns a Dreamcast? Like, because I remember as a kid, and this is a real story. I used to single parent, so my mom was a single parent, so I got dropped off in daycares a lot. Just keep me safe after school until mom could get back and pick me up. And so at those daycares, we had things like PlayStation 1, like an N64, and like we'd play that sometimes. And I remember someone was talking about it, like, oh yeah, and the Dreamcast, and I'd never heard of the Dreamcast. I'd heard of the PS2 at like the most. Uh, like it's like the most out there game system I'd seen. And they're talking about a Dreamcast, and I just thought they were making something up. It wasn't until like years later that I realized the Dreamcast was actually a thing. Because I'd never seen a Dreamcast in any of the stores around here. Like, I went to stores and like paid attention to those kind of things. Though I usually just gravitated towards the GBA and N64 section, or the Game Boy rather section, not necessarily just the GBA. Because I was only really paying attention to the Nintendo stuff, because that's really what I knew. So it's possible that there was a Dreamcast display in there I just don't recognize.
But then as late as like 2005, I think, we had an EB Games open at a strip mall near us. And I remember in 2005, a full like N64 set, like controllers and wires and everything for $20. And I have no idea why I didn't bite on it right there. And now it's just like I went into a GameStop yesterday because it was like, okay, I remember GameStop having a really good amiibo section. And so I went there to look for some amiibo, and I go in there, and first off, I remember the Nintendo section overall being huge. Like, it got like a whole wall in there. I go in there, and there's just like a couple of Switch games, a handful of 3DS games, and like one or two DS games in manila envelopes. That's it. There are three amiibo. They're all Animal Crossing. Not three kinds of amiibo, like not like a bunch of Tom Nooks and a bunch of Isabels. There are three Animal Crossing amiibo total in the store. Uh, Half the store is just filled up with like Funko Pops and other like kind of like toys like that, merch and whatnot. Then the PS4 and PS3 sections are also really anemic. And this is a GameStop that like I remember recently, like as late as like 2018, like being really like densely packed with like shit. And I was like, "Ooh, this is not a cool feeling." Like just watching this have opened to be a really cool place and then just die like so like quickly. It was not a pleasant feeling. I have no love for GameStop. It dying is going to be a fantastic thing, but I don't know. It is kind of jank that it's getting harder and harder to walk into a store and get something cool. I guess I'm a little more nostalgic about like malls than anything else, just because I don't know. Going to the mall with my dad used to be like a big thing. Like we'd meet up every Sunday. We'd go to the bookstore for a while and hang out, and we'd run errands in the mall. Like we just like walk around and like look at cool things. He'd always have like some weird thing to do there. Like you'd go to like the watch shop. He brought his like grandfather clock there once to be repaired, and I don't know. It was always just a really nice thing. And that was where all the big shopping was. So like when mom had to do like big shopping trips, I remember we'd spend like hours in there sometimes with her and her friend shopping. And a lot of it's just overpriced compared to what you can get online nowadays, but it is kind of upsetting that so many of those things are it's like they're all falling by the wayside. Am I gonna get the expansion pack? I didn't buy Sword or Shield. uh so no, I won't be buying the expansion pack for a game I don't own. I'm happier that they did come out with an expansion pack rather than just like do a very incremental upgrade with a max sword and shield kind of game. But I'm also still hesitant to buy shield immediately because I still feel like they're going to like by the time ninth gen comes out, they'll probably like bundle all the DLC and game together in one like greatest hits edition and be like, "Oh, this is max sword and shield. Get all the DLC in one place." For a little bit of a discount before ninth gen comes out. Like, this is uncharted territory, so I'm not about to like just dive in on this yet. But the Direct did also introduce us to Mystery Dungeon DX, and for that I am eternally grateful. Now, I fully expected Game Freak to actually shit out like a $60 third version and two of them like a year later. I absolutely expected that from Game Freak at that point. I'm legitimately surprised that we got DLC instead of a third version. Because Ultra Sun and Moon, like all the stuff from the that could have been Ultra DLC for like $15 for all it added. Yeah, DX is a remake of the OG Rescue Team. With some changes. Like, it's not like a one-to-one thing. Apparently there's going to be more story content. Some of just the controls in general are changed. Like, there's no, like, A button attack anymore. It's like, it'll just choose the best move for the situation you're in. No, you're 2 hours late, and you've seen just as much as everyone else has seen. As far as Shiny goes. Though we did rename its Hip to Fuck Bees. It's now named BDSM. I remember when I first saw Mystery Dungeon, it was a trailer at GameStop was playing it, and I thought it looked stupid. Like, for some reason, I looked at that, I'm like, this is dumb. Like, the Pokemon are talking, that's really dumb. And then we were looking around, like, all the GameStops in the area trying to find, it was Zatch Bell Electric Arena 2, which ended up not getting localized, but for some reason, like, it was apparently planned or something, because we could pre-order it, but it got canceled before then. But I was looking all over all the GameStops for it on the off chance it happened. And there was a strategy guide for Blue Rescue Team, and I was like, I'm gonna look through this. And the pixel art just grabbed me so much that I like immediately I was like, okay, I don't want that anymore. I'm gonna get this, and that's how I got introduced to Mystery Dungeon. Oh, Mega Evolutions got confirmed for DX? Shoot, awesome. That's really cool. That's fun. Is the speed stat still tied to accuracy? Because that was lame in Super. Early game Super is so bad because of that. Yeah, I didn't actually watch the trailers. I didn't watch any of the direct. I woke up like 2 hours after it finished. I just saw that it exists and I saw screenshots and I was happy. I don't really watch trailers. Like, after the first Death Stranding trailer, I was like, alright, I want it. And I've never seen anything else about it besides just a couple gameplay things after it came out to see what it actually was about. Look, all I care about is that if they're still bringing Megas back, I want to see that 4th gen remake, like Sinnoh remakes, would get new Megas. Like, if it would be so disappointing if we got like G Maxes for the Sinnoh starters, and like Palkia and Dialga, whereas like Mega Infernape, Mega Torterra, Mega Empoleon, Primal Palkia, and Primal Dialga, those are the good things. That's what I want. Yeah, DX is coming out like right after FF7 remake, so I ended up just saying like screw it, I'll just get FF7 remake a few months later. Because I know remake will drop to like $20 by June. Because like Kingdom Hearts 3 dropped like next to nothing in like no kind of time. But Kingdom Hearts 3 sucked. So it deserved it. And I sold it off immediately after I beat it. Like the second I beat it, I'm like, wow, I've never had less fun with this series. That's not true. I could actually bring myself to beat, I could bring myself to beat 3, and that's more than I could say for Days or Rechain. Am I gonna get the new Animal Crossing? Yes, we're gonna be doing streams of it as well. Probably not a ton. Like, I'm not buying that one just to stream it. We'll just have like a few viewer streams. You know, like everyone can pop into one town, have a good time. We gotta reset the spawns. Just stuff like that. Alright, I need a change of pace. We are gonna sit in this patch right here and hope that a shiny Bellsprout pops up. If I have to stay in Viridian Forest for another second, I'm gonna scream. Now, we can go in and out of the door and have all these spawn. But if we were going to do that, it would be better to go north, because we can see those ones easier. Oh yeah, Primal Groudon would be great. Oh yeah, drop your here, you know what? I'm gonna make this easier for everyone. There's my Switch friend code. I'm gonna give everyone a little time to get their Switches out and send this over. So if you want to add me, do it. I'll accept you. Wonder who's online. Ah, Brad has accepted me. 100 hours of Disgaea, Jesus. Let's see what Spaghetti's doing. More Fire Emblem. How's Tate? Fire Emblem. How's Eevee? Fire Emblem. Cool. Yep. Oh, friend, that was fast. That's a how many friend requests did I get there, too? See, we got Deku's boy and Charlie. 4 hours of Xenoblade. Ew. I'm willing to bet Charlie is Charlie Chambers there. Became friends. Excuse me. There's ghosts. I hate Xenoblade 2. I despise Xenoblade 2. What an awful, heinous game that is. So many friends were all from Dr. Bones. Damn, that's a lot of Hollow Knight. Everyone I know has either never touched YouTube or they played it for like 200 hours. 30 hours of Steven Universe, huh? I'm not judging you, I'm curious. Yikes, bro. I forgot ARMS existed. And Progeny. That's the good shit. Dragon Quest XI is very good. No, I'm afraid to make the Xenoblade bet because eventually I'm going to lose. And I can't have that happen. Xenoblade 2 is probably one of the worst RPGs I've played in my life. I don't know why I ended up beating the whole thing. It's tiny. Oh, it's Stefano. Do you need my friend code? Code? Friend code? Because I can put that up for you again if you need. Now, I've played bad RPGs. It's just Xenoblade 2, like, it's just so actively, like... It felt like every single thing was just custom made to, like, piss me off. The battle system got boring very quickly because it's very repetitive. The story is just all RPG tropes. Pyra's voice actress sounded like the director told her to put 1,000 Vicodin down her throat. So I can't take any of her lines seriously because she just sounds so bored during them. And the coolest thing about the game completely undermines the point of playing a video game, so... Like, if the coolest part of your story invalidates your entire reason for telling a story, that's weird. And all the side quests suck. They're all way too long, and none of them are rewarding enough. I had arms. The game, not the organs. or the digits, the limbs rather. It was fun, but I ended up selling it because I never played it. Like it got boring very quickly. And I think it's like an option to share whether or not you like to share your like game time because I have another friend who doesn't share their stuff, so I've got no idea what they're playing. If there's gonna be this many Bellsprouts, can one of them be shiny? Like I haven't just like missed it, right? Like you all saw something that I didn't, and like you're all yelling at me internally, but won't say it out loud because you're afraid you'll upset me. Like I didn't miss one, right? These are all just regular everyday Bellsprouts. Yeah, the Slowpoke line's like fire moveset is like weirdly important, I guess, because even in Go, Slowking has Fire Blast. But like, here's the thing: we are way more likely to get a shiny Bellsprout than to recruit a Kecleon. We're 3 times more likely to recruit Bellsprout than Kecleon here, and yet, and yet, comics sing a song that'll appear. Oh wah ah 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 da na 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 na. Wah ah ah ah. Swimming deep in my sea of loathing, broken your servant I kneel. Won't you give in to me? Your mother. Come on, get down with the sickness. You fucker, get up. Come on, get down with the sickness. Madness is the gift that's been given to me. When I dream, and then I sing about my mom for a minute. Alright, so that was Down with the Sickness by Disturbed. Comics sing Country Roads. Country Roads, take me home. West Virginia, Big Rock Mom, Country Roads, I'm homesick. No, I was really into Down with the Sickness. I was really into Disturbed when I was like a freshman in high school. And Slipknot. And Linkin Park. And then I got really into like I got obnoxiously into Megadeth when I was a freshman in high school. I'm really glad that most of the posts I made about them are on a forum that purged the post from that year, so people don't have to experience the cringe. Yeah, we'll sing Old Town Road. Gonna take my horse to the road. I'm gonna ride it until its leg hurt. I've got him around. I put the clothes on him. I'm wearing clothes myself, matching ones to be precise. Riding on a porch, you can touch a horse. I'm in the valley, can you please call a hearse? I'm not here to be told anything. I drank some cough syrup on a tractor. Oh, peace out, Russ. Oh, Pikachu's just shooting at me. Pikachu still got shooters out here. I used to make like ideas for rap albums when I worked at Panera, and they weren't like They would just be like funny titles, things that like I wouldn't be able to actually make a song out of. Like something like Capitalism, more like Crapitalism, or Welcome to the Chocolate Thunderdome. I don't remember what my rapper name was. I'm going to retcon it to being DJ Shitstain. Is there any proof that shinies exist? I don't think they do. Battler. Ooh, cannon. Why are you so heavy? Alright, here's my rap song called Head Bob and Bellsprout. Yeah. Now y'all. Bellsprout is here. It makes me want to cheer when I get my schlong in its mouth. It feels like I'm going down south to her other lips. It's the apocalypse. I'm gonna shoot my jizz. Head Bob and Bellsprout, y'all. And like 5 minutes of police sirens and like gunshot noises and like G-Funk bass synth. What Pokemon were you? The OG Mystery Dungeon. The first one I ever got was a Cyndaquil. It was a Cyndaquil and Mudkip party, and since then I've generally tried to keep that for every Mystery Dungeon I've played. Sprout! Oh. You Team Sprout. You're Sprout? But can I get some feedback on my rap song there? I feel like people aren't talking about it. Yes, you have my permission to bring Head Bob and Bellsprout to life. Bell Cloud. Saved by the bell. This is my heavy metal song, Saved by the Hell. That's Saved by the Hell. And that's my heavy metal song. Drop my SoundCloud. Ah, damn it, I can't pick it up. Ah, it's all on the ground now. What am I to do? There's something I want to see real quick. Is there any way to tell when this thing is going to try to flee? Is it that, like, bar in the upper right? That blue bar? Was that slowly shrinking? Or does it just happen to look like that always? I can't tell and I'm afraid to leave it. SoundClout. Brad, you must be stopped. Bradical. Bradley Bootler. If anyone on the Discord called you Bradley, would you fight them? God, how long have we been at this? 2.5 hours? The gray circle will disappear and the Pokemon will... Yeah, but is there any way to tell, like, before... If I just sit on this screen, are they gonna split, or is it only after a failed catch like in Go? But I just get nervous whenever in a battle. I feel like I have to flee immediately or I'm going to lose my catch streak. No, we didn't get the shiny Bellsprout in time. I'm not playing the hentai audio. That silly Bulbasaur up there just having fun. This funny Bellsprout could just eat a Pepsi for all I care. That feels like my stomach's about to revolt. Might have to cut the stream early tonight. It doesn't hurt as bad, but I still feel something bad brewing. And I don't really know if I'm gonna be okay. It might just be the stress of shiny hunting getting to me and I'll be fine. A Beedrill. Yeah, there ain't much to hear, Stefano. I'm just blabbing. Just trying to say anything to see if... Maybe if I stay quiet for 5 whole minutes, it'll show up. Alright, we're gonna be super quiet right now. my god, I was holding my breath that entire time. No, I wasn't. I'm lying to you. Alright, so that didn't work. Or who knows, maybe my luck has now gone up, and I'm going to get it now that I'm talking again, because Maddox hears my sweet dulcet tones. And it's like, my dear, my comic, my lovely boy, I'm here to wrap my petals around your hand and go into the sun with you. I'd like to use Doom Desire. You are not shiny. Downloading specific audio from a video, you're pretty much, your best bet is either you're going to end up downloading the whole thing, which is going to be a little hard on a phone, or going back to that point in the stream, recording that, and then just lifting the audio track from that recording. Or if you're on a PC, you can use VLC to like just you can lift the video and then just convert it to an MP3 file, and you can get all the audio. So stuff like that. I guess maybe if I look up Bellsprout Rule 34, like as a joke, I'm not gonna do nothing with it, but maybe that's where I'll find Maddox. Like she'll appear if I go here. Boy, those are a lot of pictures. There's like nothing good though. I don't think Maddox is here. What's stupid? Why'd I do that? Hello, Fernando. You came just in time. Nothing's happened for the last 2 hours and 45 minutes. We're probably going to give this another 15 minutes, and then I'm going to call it. Because, I don't know. We're kind of coming up on another, like, 10 hours of nothing happening. So, I'm getting a little burnt. Little burnt. But no, it's okay. I feel it. We've it's going to come the next 15 minutes. I know it. I know you're coming. I know you're out there. Nah, you can't be the bad luck charm. It's me. I'm the bad luck charm. But it's okay, because now I've figured it out. The best place to get a shiny Bellsprout is in here. And I'm pointing at my heart. See, because look at all these Pidgeys. There's too many Pidgeys for Bellsprout population to really shoot up. However, see how all these Bellsprouts are popping up now? Well, it stands to reason that the 5th one to pop up after this is going to be shiny. I declare this. We're right about to get a shiny Bellsprout. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That means you're shiny. Ah, but you're not shiny. You lied to me. Forsooth! Maddox, wherefore? Hmm. Look at all these Eggman's Bellsprouts. Well, I had a good feeling. Maybe we just have to try another part of Iridian Forest, if that's clearly not working. I don't think it'd be this one. Maybe it's right here. In Bellsproutopia. In Zootopia. He just kicked a Bulbasaur out of the way. What an asshole. I'd take a shiny Pikachu right about now. Just anything. Some proof that we exist. A Pidge. A PA. Seduce the Bellsprout? Alright, Bellsprout, if you come out in the next 5 minutes, I'll pipe your gross fucking lips down real good. You'll be feeling like your throat's a vagina with how good I give it to you. You've got the auras, but you don't have the horrors. You're just not spooky enough, Bellsprout. You're not horrifying enough. You've got an aura, but you don't have a horror. Oh, Bellsprout. That's all I've ever wanted. It's just a Bellsprout. Knowing I'm well over odds doesn't help either. It's like, alright, game, we get it. It's 1 in 300. You don't have to be like this to me. This is how I felt on Trapinch Day, where I was like, well, no matter what I do, no shinies await me in the end. How goes the hunt? Not too well. Not a diddly dang thing has happened. Unfortunately not, Martin. It seems you weren't the bad luck charm after all. Get him quiver. See how he jiggles. And how he wiggles. I wish I had the patience of Kish, being able to do this all day, every day. Sorry, Beedrill, you're kinda useless to me. There's a Bellsprout. A very standard Bellsprout. A Wigglin' and a Jigglin'. Fire Emblem Oliver. Summoning, wiggling. Hi there, I'm Steppa. Oops, I screwed it up. Bellsprout, Bellsprout. Maybe it's wrong to assume that only the shiny one is Mataquith. Mayhaps all the Bellsprouts are Mataquith. And this is all just an illusion to see truly that all Bellsprouts are one, and I shouldn't have my eyes on any one special one. Mayhaps being able to accept the species as a whole, and not just its certain colored members, is the key to being a victor here. Maybe we were all fools to just try to shiny hunt Bellsprout, and that they're all beautiful in their own little way. Really, maybe I was the fool all along. That I should be lucky enough to see this many Bellsprouts in general. I shouldn't be upset that one isn't shiny. I should celebrate the fact that they are ready to begin with. Truly, that is what Mataquith wanted me to learn. Our differences aren't important. It's the fact that we're all here, enjoying this world together. Mataquith, I understand, and I accept. I know I'll find you, but I won't blight your other brethren for it. I know. You wouldn't want that. Not at all. Mataquith. Yeah, Joe, it's going. It is going. Comic hasn't lost his mind. You can't lose what you never had. Maybe we should all just communicate as Bellsprouts. We'll just go bow wow, bow wow, bow wow. The regular ones are inadequate. Yeah, be around. You've got it. To turn the fan on. I'm getting sweaty. It's getting warm in here. It's just unseasonably warm as of late. I don't really like that. Oh, Mataquith. I'll find you. Is this how Kinzo felt in Umineko no Naku Koro Ne for the Steam engine? 96? My favorite gaming system? My favorite thing is that Joe Pesci was perfectly replicated in NES graphics. It was indistinguishable from him. Yeah, maybe we need to channel that kind of energy, the Bellsprout that can body Ash's entire team. We just need to find some shitty kid and body his entire team. Truly, that was the best option all along. We're going to torture children. Viewers, find me your nearest child, and I'll torture it. Ah, a bee. It must have been a message from God not to torture children. Just send the bee after him. Umi neko no naku koro B. You think in 1985, if you told someone this is what video games would be, that they would be like, wow, the future sounds great. I had a friend once who, we had like this like educational Pokemon game on the PC during Pokemania. And one of the questions is what type was Tangela, and he got really, really mad at me because I kept saying, "Don't choose water type. Tangela's not a water type." And he was like, "But he's blue. That means he's a water type." And I'm like, "No, man. Tangela's a grass type." And I took the controller away from him, and I clicked, or not the controller. I selected grass type. It's like, "You got it," and it's like he got mad, and I'm like, "Whatever, loser." Kids are stupid. Kids argue over the dumbest shit. No, really, that just kind of grows up to being an adult too. I'm sure, like, you could find someone who'd be like, has taken a knife over a Pokemon argument. All right, I'm gonna give this one more cycle. We'll go here, and then we'll go to the left, and if not, we're gonna call it a stream because 3 hours of absolutely nothing happening got me a little burnt. I should have saved that lure. Bro, can you find me a shiny, please? What about you? Will you find me one? You? You. Anybody? A Bellsprout. A Bellsprout. I've seen so many goddamn Bellsprouts, and yet I have nothing to show for it. All I have to show is all this dank ad revenue I'm making on 3-hour videos with such a high viewer interaction. Alright, yeah. Alright, but yeah, I think that's gonna be the end for this one. We still have one tomorrow, and I'm gonna try to get Kish and everyone else in the group along for it. We can have a nice big it'll be just like old times. We'll have everyone along for it. So either way, that'll be fun. So I hope you enjoyed tonight in general. Tomorrow's probably going to be the last of the consistent day of Eevee streams, so unless we really don't get one on Saturday, I'll try to push it even further than that. I want this shiny Bellsprout. That's all I'm going to say. So, see you guys tomorrow. We'll be back at 7 p.m. EST, just like tonight. I am going to go make myself a coffee and chill out for the night. Thank you so much for joining. Catch you then.